Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today you are in a tiny little room of ours in Hatyai, Thailand, and we are here. I'm here with my husband, of course, for 4 days to rest and relax. And just to give you a little context, I don't feel right starting this video without a bit of context. There's a few things that are happening in the background with our family at the moment. We are facing some challenges. Two of our family members are having are terminally ill, and we've been busy for a couple of months with that. And originally this holiday was booked earlier for our 10-year relationship anniversary, but then again it turns out to be cut off. We cut it half. Instead of having to be here for about 8 days, we're just going to be here for 4 days, and it's just going to be a rest and relax. No specific itinerary plan, but then again I thought of just going on with this video and make a memory. So like I said, there's no itinerary, but I'm trying to make this a peaceful and calm holiday period for me, escaping from the reality for 4 days. Today is our second day. We arrived yesterday and we had some rest and relax. We went to the Asian night market. We experienced the floating market like 20 minutes away from the city, and we're back home. And then my husband paid a visit to his medication cafe, and we came back home after that, and we packed our room and just fall asleep. I had a full night's sleep, and we woke up around 6 a.m. today, had a coffee, watched Prison Break. We rewatched this for a couple of times already, and we still enjoy watching it. And we just watched about 2-3 episodes here and fall asleep, take a nap in the morning, and now we are ready to go out and start the day. So my husband is already out to take a walk and have his fun. Now it's 11:30, and I'm also going to join him and probably have lunch. And next thing that we're going to do today, probably we're going to have a body massage. Other than that, I am going to start to read a new book that I brought with me, which somehow align, and I believe is going to be relatable to my situation. I'm going to show you in a minute. Other than that, no plan, no itinerary, but I'm just gonna make sure that this is gonna be a peaceful and calm video, and you're coming with me. All right, so I have not been reading for a while, about 2-3 months, with just about 1 or 2 books in average. It's not the usual me, but I'm trying to find a way to come back to reading, because that's how I escape and how I rejuvenate. Is a free therapy that is much more inexpensive compared to the real therapist session. So I have a book with me. This is not an actual book sleeves or book cover or bookcase, people call it. This is actually an iPad cover, but I just love the cover so much because it's pink, and then because it's Harry Potter theme, and I brought it up with me. So I have my book here with me, which I believe is going to be pretty much relatable to the situation that I'm in right now, and I really want to start reading this. This is actually recommended by my younger sister. She's also a big reader, and I look up to her so much on Korean and Japanese book recommendations. She always reads very hard book. I really looked up to my sister Jasmine. She reads a lot. She don't read like 100 books a year. She don't believe in that. She's a slow reader, but when she reads, she really remembers what she have read. And she made this book recommendation to me a few months ago, before we knew the situation with my father's health. But it was always in my TBR, and she told me that she cried when she was reading this, and she had a very hard time with this book. That's why I remember she told me on the chat. So I got this book, and this book is called I Went to See My Father by Kyung Suk Shin. So I have not read this book. I've never seen or heard about this book, but according to my sister, this is a book about a relationship between a father and daughter. This woman, she came back to her hometown to to meet her father. Her father is sick, he's withdrawn, he's no longer being himself, and she's back to the hometown and try to take care of the father. And I think throughout the journey, she mend the relationship. She got to know who the father is, and who he was back then, why he did things that he did, and all the scandals, all the bad things that she heard about the father, or the good thing, are all jumbled up in this journey. And this is how she get to know the real father, and also the relationships are being developed from that again between her and the father. Let me read you the summary. This is from the chapter 1. This is the blurb from the chapter 1. The bus began to pull away before I had a chance to shout goodbye to father. I think about that moment from time to time, about how long he must have stood there after the bus had left, and what he must have felt staring down that dark road long after the bus had disappeared, about how long he must have waited before going back into the store. 2 years after losing her daughter in a tragic accident, Han finally returns to her home in the countryside to take care of her father. At first, her father appears withdrawn and fragile, an aging man, awkward but kind around his own daughter. Then, after stumbling upon a chest of letters, Han discovers the truth of her father's past and reconstructs her family history. Consumed with her own grief, Han has been blind to her father's vulnerability and her family's fragility. Unraveling secret after secret, Han grows closer to her father, who proves to be more complex than she ever gave him credit for. After living through one of the most tumultuous times in Korean history, her father's life spiraled after the Civil War. Now, after years of emotional isolation, Han learns the whole truth from her father's affairs, involvement in a religious sect, to the dynamic lives of her siblings, to her family's financial hardships. What Han uncovers about her father builds toward her understanding of the great scope of his sacrifice and heroism, and of his generation. More than just the portrait of a single man, I Went to See My Father opens a window on humankind, family, loss, and war. So, like I said, I have a feeling that my sister gave me recommendations that is gonna make me feel so relatable with the story. She and I and the rest of our sisters are having some situation with our father's illness, and we are taking turns to take care of him at the moment. And I think this book is gonna be quite a journey for me. I don't know what that is, and I don't want to say further because I'm gonna start crying on a camera, which is not the intention of this video. But so this is actually my December book club, the book club that not many people actually following me anyway, but I'm just reading it. I'm just tagging it on Instagram, and whoever wants to read it with me, they can get the book and tag me, and then we can discuss it virtually via Instagram or on the comment. So right now I'm getting ready, and I am going to join my husband in the cafe and probably find some lunch and go ahead with our no itinerary, no plans day, just relaxing around the city. And I'm gonna bring you along. I'll show you around. And before that, I'm gonna show you a little tour to my tiny hotel room that I think is practical. It's practical and it's very clean. So this is where I came in, and this is our room. Quite straightforward. We have few steps away, like kind of huge step, like maybe 7 to 8 steps before we reach the king size bed. And then we have a very huge TV screen, and then a tiny fridge there. We don't have a wardrobe in this room, so this is where I actually put up all our wardrobes. I repurpose it as usual. You make it, everything is workable, you make it work. And this is next to our bed. This is our shower. This is the toilet seat, and this is the shower, and is divided by a wall, so if one person having a business here, the other won't be disturbed. And this is where I do all my morning routine, facial routine. So we have a very generous switch and plug. All right, let me show you around from this angle. you can see that there's a lot of gadgets, a lot of stationaries and spectacle. This is like a station where we put in all our gadgets and our stuff on the go. So this is my journal. I just journaled just now, and then my camera set, my spectacles, all of the stuff. This is the nice complimentary snacks from the hotel, and you can see this is in Thailand. I have no idea how to pronounce it. Can you see it? Yeah. Yep. And this is a tiny reading bed. I really like this. It's yellow, and then we don't have a view. This is a kind of weird view that we have. Let me show you. This is actually a hall. When people walk around and passing by to get to their room, they can actually see our room. So I don't see the purpose of us opening this and letting them see all the shows inside. We're not in an aquarium. And yeah, and that's my bed. This is how it looks like. Very tiny. Trading also.
betul.
Before massage. Massage time. Thai style. Oh. Video. After massage. Oops. Our hotel room is actually very near to the busking place, just right up front the door, and it's 10:30 p.m. right now in Hatyai, and we just got back home from sightseeing around the places here around the hotel, and then we went to the mall, just mall walking, window shopping, and we did a little bit of shopping. The reason why I wanted to go there is because I saw on TikTok there was a bookstore named BCS or B2S. Let me check.
Yeah.
Where are you now?
Still in the cafe.
Okay, then I come. I want to smoke also.
Alright.
Okay.
I can take a bite for you.
Alright. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye. And this bookstore is the one that people go to when they're in Hatyai, so I want to check it out and see how's the choices of books there. Is it any different than the book cover in KL or Singapore? And I didn't get much of a choice. A lot of the books are books that I've already owned, and I also realized that there's not much of a difference in terms of the book cover, probably because it's Southeast Asia. And also I wanted to look for a Thai author, specifically for a Thailandese author, if there's any English but Thailand writer.
Yeah, Thailand writer.
Thailand writer.
ขอบคุณครับ จะเป็นแบบประมาณนี้อะค่ะ ที่แบบเหมือนมีคนไทย
I don't speak Thai.
Sorry. Yes, okay.
Any book, fiction books that I can buy from here, but unfortunately there was none. There was one specifically Thai author, but it's non-fiction. It's about Ladyboy, which I'm not very interested in, and it's just not my genre, just not my topic to read. So I didn't get anything from there, but I do get something else. Just a cute little notebook, and then this one. I'm pretty sure we have this in KL as well, but I just buying this for my sister. She's doing journaling right now. She's crazy about journaling and stickers, so I thought I'd just get one or two for her, and this one is actually for me. And I got myself this. This is the final sleeping mask for acne. I'm about to get a breakout because of the weather here, because of the traveling, so I wanted to buy more, but before I do that, so I'm gonna try it tonight. And right now I don't have much time because my husband is actually waiting for me in a cafe, so we're gonna go and have the night together outside, and yeah, I'll check in with you again. And I thought maybe I'm gonna bring this over at the cafe if I could start reading this book. I really wanted to start reading this book here and find out how's the first introductions of this book looks like. we going? On the lake or outer bank? Video eh. Actually, this one can walk or not? Tiga puluh baht. We have to record this. So there's a change of plan instead of going back